Hello Pisces, how's it going? Time for your reading. Hope you guys are enjoying your day whenever it is you're watching me. And let's get right into it and see what's going on. Alright. So what is going on with Pisces? Isa. Isa. Isa represents ice. All right, so something maybe is still frozen. You know, ice doesn't move really too quickly. It could represent some sort of, you know, maybe it's a delay, or it could be some sort of a pause. But we're gonna continue. Urus in reverse. Uh-oh. So Urus in reverse means a couple of things. It's talking about something that was missed out on. You can also talk about misdirected effort in doing something. It can talk about being burnt out, you know, physically burnt out. You know, you may have exhausted yourself as well, trying to force something. What else? Wow, well, this is good news. Here's Urus. It got Urus twice. Got it in there upright this time. So this is talking about, you know, reclaim. Something is going to be reclaimed. And this can also talk about, you know, restored health. You know, I feel that your energy is returning. What else? Nauthiz. Well, you know, Nauthiz isn't a bad rune, really. Here it is, curiously, here in the advice column, okay? So what this is saying, you know, Nauthiz is talking about needs. So this is saying to concentrate on what you actually need, not anything else, you know. Focus on what is necessary for your survival or your recovery, okay? Like I said, some of you could have been maybe, you know, you could be recovering from some sort of you know, small illness or something, like a cold or something. For some of you, but this is something here that you lost, and this is something here that you've regained. Okay, and you know, whatever this is, too, I feel like it's some sort of exhaustion, and you know. This is going to teach you something. You know, Nauthiz talks about teaching. So, you know, what this is teaching you here is definitely, it's teaching you self-discipline and self-reliance, which is really good, because that's what Nauthiz talks about as well. What else? Lagoose. Ooh, I like Lagoose. Lagoose is flowing water. It's usually clear water, you know. It talks about, it's talking about clear water. It's also talking about the deep ocean. So, Lagoose has to do with your emotions as well. And since Lagoose is water, it also, it's telling me that this ice is melting. Because ice turns to water, right? So this is just saying to go with the flow. Go with the flow, Pisces. Let things happen naturally. All right? Right. Let things happen naturally. This is also talking about using your intuition. It's very important that you're using your intuition right now, too. Because you've got some sort of, some sort of restraint going on here that, yeah. Let's get some more rings. That's a really good deal here, because whatever here is, this is, you recovered something. It caused a bunch of friction, but you're learning from it. And this ice, whatever was restrained, is starting to melt. And the water is definitely moving underneath this ice as it's thawing this ice naturally. So maybe you had to take a break or something for some of you, and now you've got your strength back, and now you're ready to flow. But I don't know. Well, we got to get more runes. Perthro. Perthro there is in reverse. So whoever you're dealing with, for some of you, this person could be, hiding secrets. Perthro also talks about fate. And I feel that's what it's talking about for us. And it's something that we don't know. And this is also talking about something that we don't know yet. But as soon as this ice melts, we will. This is somebody over here that is keeping secrets. Ouch. Tharasa says that's a thorn. This person could actually kind of like, I don't know. This doesn't look like they're feeling all that too good. It points to some sort of, maybe this person holds a grudge or something. This could point to misplaced hostility, honestly. This person could be, acting out of fear rather than clarity, for sure. And they could be, feeling defensive. They could also be prone to self-sabotage, too. Yeah, they're creating some sort of unnecessary friction and nursing some sort of a grudge. And this is the friction here that they could be causing for us right here. But that's all right. We're going to learn from it. This is a learning experience, too, for us. Yeah, Fehu. Fehu in the upright. So this person's just mainly concentrating on, they're just worried about money. They got some sort of, the only thing that they're really focused on right now is their material world, their financial gain, and protecting their resources and their comfort. But they're a mess here, over here. They're not doing so well, and they're holding some sort of a grudge, okay? this person's trying to protect themselves, but yeah, this person just wants nothing but money. So I just, you know, if you have to deal with someone like that, you basically have to be very, very practical and transparent. You know, you have to tell them what it is, okay? Don't rely on any assumptions or promises or some sort of, yeah, don't rely on that. Make sure, you know, that you go by concrete facts, all right? Especially where money is concerned. Yeah, so I don't know. You're going to have to use your intuition with this one. Yeah. Because this person doesn't care. All this person wants is money. And so, you know, you have to be very, very clear with this person. In other words, you need to be very, very clear to this person so that there's no misunderstanding. You know what I mean? It's talking about setting up, you know, boundaries. Well, I like this, Pisces. Jera. Dang, this is really good. Okay, so this is a cycle. We're coming out of a cycle. It's been a slow time, but this cycle is about ready to take over. This is a new cycle that we're moving into. And you can see that we're moving with Laguz. Laguz is flowing. You know, it's melting this ice. When you see Laguz here, you know, next to ice, it's talking about this ice is melting. It's turning into clear water. So some sort of a resolution is some sort of resolution is coming. I'm going to pull some cards out and get a little clearer picture of this. But this is a guaranteed resolution. And since it's sitting next to Fehu, I feel it's going to be a very, very positive resolution, especially where material gain is concerned for us, Pisces. All right, so let's pull some cards out. What's going on with Pisces? Oh, you got the Tower. The Tower. Interesting. You know, the Tower in the Lamard cards here is talking about some sort of legal thing, some sort of legality, some sort of institutional structure maybe. It can also talk about strict boundaries, like I said, setting boundaries. What else is going on with Pisces? The ship. The ship talks about movement and travel, okay? It signifies some sort of physical relocation. Some of you may be moving. I've been getting this a lot. I feel that some of us are moving. This can also talk about, you know, long-term plans and moving away from one situation towards, you know, a brand new situation. And I see that so clearly here with Jera, because Jera is the end of one cycle and the beginning of another. What else? The lily. Well, now I like the lily because the lily signifies peace and long-term stability, okay? Yeah. This is some sort of established phase of life that you're coming into right here with Jera. Yeah. You're moving into something calm. This is going to be this new cycle here. It's going to be calm. I like it. The stars. The stars. Well, I like the stars. It's talking about hope, and your long-term vision and your alignment. This is giving you some sort of a clear direction, and there's some things that are coming into fruition right now. They're coming into focus. I like this. This is looking really pretty cool. And I kind of feel like, also, the tower here and the ship. This is, this could talk about some sort of separation and relocation, okay? It could. This could be establishing firm boundaries again. It just all points to boundaries. You need to set your boundaries, Pisces. Yeah. Once your boundaries are set, the atmosphere is going to clear up into something really peaceful. I like it. What else? Bottom of the deck you got, ooh, the cross. I don't like the cross. The cross talks about, heavy burden. The cross could be talking about Nauthiz right here. Yeah, the cross could be talking about Nauthiz. What up? Let's see what else. Oh, the fish. Well, I like the fish. The fish talks about money, and material investments or material items, the material world, money. And the scythe. Okay, well, so what's going on here, Pisces? The scythe cuts away. It's a sharp cut. It's a sharp cut. You see this? This is a thorn. It's very, very sharp. It's a sharp cut. It's going to cut this burden out. It's going to cut this long-standing burden that you've been placed under with Urus in reverse. And, whatever this heavy burden was, it could have been, you could be going through a heavy burden financially right now too, but it's about ready to end, I feel, because you got this scythe right here. So, it kind of signals to me that it's the sudden release or ending of a, standing burden. That's what I look at. That's the way I look at it. Let's pull one more card. I just want to pull one more card. Wow, look at that, Pisces, the bouquet. This is awesome. So yeah, for sure. This is some sort of surprise, Pisces, coming your way. Something you don't know about and you can't see. Yeah, this is some sort of a surprise. And this could be also, some sort of, appreciation, some sort of, somebody feeling appreciative or something. This also talks about recovery. I see recovery right here, see? And Fehu talks about recovery as well when it's in the upright. So, for some of you, this could be talking about your health. But I see recovery right here. This promises it. And bouquet also talks about, a positive resolution. So, when this scythe comes up here and cuts this cross out, it's gonna really be a peaceful resolution. See, they got the lily right here. Yeah, and I feel your finances are gonna go up a little bit there, Pisces, for sure. So, this is gonna really, this is gonna bring you some sort of good news. Yeah, something is being handled here for you behind the scenes right now. But you're going to be emerging from this struggle. See that struggle? The Nauthiz? You're going to be emerging from that struggle. Dang. Here, let's get some more cards. Just be strong. Look at the bear. Be strong. You are. Look at this. Interesting. Let's pull a couple of these cards out here. What's going on with Pisces? No problem. You're not meant to struggle and fight your way through. Drop the concerns of your ego and watch the imaginary walls crumble away. You've already won, Pisces. I like it. Yeah, you just might not see it quite yet. I see Perthrow there, so, you know. But you've already won. So something new and wonderful is coming. I see that for sure with Jera. And it says right here, don't give up. It's okay that things don't always feel easy and effortless. Some of the best moments in life happen during and after hard times. Keep believing. Look at this. This hard times is about ready to be cut away. All right? I like it. Let's pull some Moonology cards too. I like those cards. I've been pulling these since day one, so no sense in me stopping now. What's going on with Pisces? Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. All right, Pisces, and we just had an eclipse. Yeah. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the reading. And if you haven't, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys again tomorrow. All right, Pisces. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.